Are women being manipulated by men, or do they just lie to themselves? In other words, they may see red flags, but they romanticize them instead of being warned by them.
Did he really manipulate you, or were you just in denial, and were you just acting kind of stupid and not in your own best interest? So yes, there are guys who play women. However, most of these dudes that most women are dealing with are not these high-level manipulators and players. They're actually pretty upfront about the fact that they don't care about you, that they don't like you, and that they don't want to invest in you. You can literally just see that by observing.
I lie to myself daily.
Very good point. And this woman is an SW. She's an adult worker as well. Intriguing. Yet she can see this perspective clearly. But obviously, because of her job, she would have to step back a lot and observe certain things and see a different picture than a lot of people. My point is, yes, a lot of women will meet very bad dudes, crap dudes.
That's sexy, yeah.
But so long as the game is good, so long as his actions are good, as long as his atmosphere is warm and he gives her certain tingles, the chemistry.
Yeah.
The chemistry of which women are finding out is actual bullshit. That's actual trauma based. But whatever. The point is, a lot of women fantasize and romanticize very bad men, very crap, awful men. But because of her weird, backwards, traumatized desire, she thinks that's all men. Nope. That's men.
Really just see that by observing. And a lot of women just stay. And then years later, you're going to complain about, your years down the drain, your time being wasted, and you got nothing to show for it.
Yeah, and I find it so hilarious when women say, this dude wasted my time. But in all the years she was with this man, he had never shown her real indication that he cared. Like, woman, I really care about you. You're not just here to just be in my life. No, I genuinely care about you. No. Nope. The entire time, we're nothing but games and fun, I guess.
Thank you for the glizzy.
Bit of fun. Perhaps not even that.
At that point, you basically wasted your own time.
Yep.
Because you know what? If you have financial standards, for example, it's going to cost a guy even to try and get you into bed. Okay, it's going to cost him to even try to play you. So if a guy's not investing in you financially and he's not even being that respectful to you and you're staying for that treatment,
she deserves it.
You agree to it, it's on you.
Exactly. The amount of logic coming from an adult worker. Stunning, lovely woman, because a lot of women will stay in a bad situation. Then when they realize it's just been not good for them, they've wasted years of their life, they just run off and cry like this. In the corner, crying like a little girl, heartbroken. Oh my God.
Very sassy.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's how a lot of females are going on right now. Crying in the corner because, they obviously wasted time, wasted years of their life on the wrong man. Just a walk off and sob. Yeah? Crying like a little bitch. All right. There's no need for that.
Bitch. This is gonna upset some people because it upset me when I heard it, but people who are not treating you well are not going to treat you better if you work harder.
That is very true. Something both men and women can learn, because a lot of men try hard for women that just never appreciate it. Bruh. And a lot of women work very hard for men who never deserved it in the first place. But like my previous video, that woman worked so hard for a man that didn't care about her. He sort of let her know he didn't care about her. But her want to make him want her, her want to make him love and accept her, just made her waste years of her life. Yeah? At least she's not blaming all men.
You shouldn't have to work for somebody's respect, and you don't earn being treated well. You excuse yourself from situations where you're not.
The second you start talking to a guy, turn your read receipts on with, but just him, nobody else. Anytime a guy says something that you don't like, just leave him on read. He's gonna see when you read his text. He's gonna start to feel insecure, and he's gonna double text you. Like, if he texts you, wanna come over, and you leave him on read, one of two things is gonna happen. He's gonna double text you and he's gonna say, well, we don't have to do that. We can do something else. What would you wanna do? Or two, you're just never gonna speak again because he's already texted another girl and asked her to come over, but he was only looking to hook up. So you don't wanna hang out with that guy anyway. You can send a guy a long message about, I'm not gonna go over to your house, you need to take me on a date, whatever. Men aren't stupid. They weaponize their incompetence, but they're not stupid. They know what they're doing. A lot of times we want to do the most when actually it's doing the least that's the most effective. So turn your read receipts on. Don't respond. Watch how many times you start getting double texted.
I think it takes a really strong person to be single in a world that is so accustomed to just settling for shit just to say that they have something. Let me explain. In this world, it's really hard to be alone. It's really hard to make decisions on your own, pay for shit alone, not have someone that you can go to at all hours that actually cares about you. It's really hard to be single sometimes. I get it.
Now, for a lot of women, they've been traumatized in their dating pool, and a lot of men as well. traumatized as fuck. Now imagine for a second a woman who's only ever dated men who have lied to her and manipulated her. So she grows up into an older, bitter woman with this perspective of men.
Men use.
That all these men are just horrible creatures who don't treat her well. Manipulated out of her drawers and her time and life. And probably some cooking, if she can cook as well. But to a degree, you can understand how some women are traumatized by other men. Now, as a man, trying to date certain women who've been traumatized by other men, that's a task in itself. Oh my God. It's to a degree where it's almost pointless. A lot of women chase men to make them love them and care for them and see them to a point where they scoop out their insides and hollow themselves out for crappy men. Then by the time a decent man, a real proper decent man that probably wants to build something with her comes along,
She's crazy.
he has nothing but a shell of a woman to deal with. Like, my God, woman, I smack your butt and I hear an echo. What's that about?
That's fucking ridiculous.
There are a lot of lovely women out there traumatized out of dating simply because a lot of them lie to themselves about how great this man is, the man she's chasing, the man that doesn't care. But it only shows she doesn't care that much about herself.
Damn. Especially hard when society is telling you that you need to be in a relationship in order to accomplish all these things. Because I'll tell you what, you fucking don't. And you definitely don't need to be settling for shit. Settling in a relationship where they don't treat you good. Yeah, they're there to pay the bills, but they fucking treat you like shit. What's the point? It's because people are so scared to be fucking alone that they'll just settle for things. But the fact is you staying in those relationships just to say that you're in a relationship or because you're too scared to leave, that sounds like one very unhappy life.
Sounds very unhappy. Sad reality is, when a man meets a broken woman like this, it does not matter how much he likes her. Her breaks, her traumas, the fact she let some loser manipulate her, all of that will make for a woman that's undateable by the time you meet her. She's not dateable anymore. Not even being rude. She's just so messed up now that it's like, yo, it's only going to be a detriment to date her. It's like, I'm going to leave you alone, woman. You let too many men ruin you. You let too many men ruin you.
What is it actually worth? Yes, it's hard to leave. Yes, it's scary to leave sometimes. I get that. But you're not looking at the big picture. I would rather be alone for the rest of my fucking life than settle in some relationship that I'm not happy in. Because what kind of life is that really? What's the gain at all? And you know I fucking love you.
If a woman is swayed by a man's charm, even if the charm is not great, you can't always blame the man. Some women are just easily duped by charm.
I lie to myself daily.
Have a nice day.